Hi everyone, welcome back to Crochet Rocks. Tracy here, and to another open with me. So this one is for the newer magazine, which is the No Frills Inexpensive magazine. So while I'm getting in, if you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. And if you can like, share and hype this video, that really does help my channel. Okay, so we have Crochet Made Simple, £4.99 for 85 plus patterns, tips and ideas. Just for little ones, we've got some amigurumis as well. We've got New Season Style. Not sure that's my style, but seasonal decor. So we've got some spring-like stuff. Spring has sprung, fresh patterns to start tonight. We've got a cloud, adorable amigurumis, and trendy accessories. So last time we did this magazine, straight away I'd filmed it right after Crochet Now, and there were several patterns in there that were the same. So we need to keep an eye on that this time, guys, and you need to let me know if you see any that are the same, because I've been working a lot lately and I might just forget. So yeah, £4.99. Let's get in. So this just looks a little bit kind of like my mum, whenever I used to wear things like that, said I looked like an old lady cut down to size. I didn't really know what she meant until I saw that. It kind of looks a tad frumpy, don't you think? Kind of paired with that. I don't know. Maybe it needs to be longer. The sleeves are a good length though. I quite like them. So we've got a dog, and we've got a little kiddie's tunic pullover, whatever you want to call it, that has things sewn on it, because this definitely looks like it's been sewn on. We've got a dolly, we've got a very busy blanket, and we've got a cow, and there's lots of other stuff which we won't read. We'll get straight in. So this is by King Cole, so I guess that is just a pattern that they sell. And give your crafting a twist. In what way? With Stylecraft, oh yeah, they've got some new yarns. Some breathable cottons and stuff like that. Quite nice ones. I may get some. This is just people who send their bits in. So this is called the Up in the Clouds jumper. And it's by Victoria Barrett. 5mm hook, sport and lace yarn with a 5mm. So basically they're saying a 4-ply and a 3-ply. Don't know why we've got American terms for the yarn. Possibly a thing that's kind of crept into us with YouTube, basically. Because we would call that 3-ply and 4-ply over here. And when I looked at how much this magazine costs, it's only got one price for the UK. So it's not exactly got to give American terms as such, or American weights of yarn. But I think they might be a tad confused. But at least do both if it's for the UK. So this is called Bobbing Along Blanket, and we're in love with this simplistic but stylish bobbly blanket by Zoe Pottrack. So it's kind of bobbles and waves. Bobbles and waves. This is Arlo the Puppy by Cara Engwerda. So, yeah. Now we've got, let's have a look. What does it say? DK. So they kind of just said DK for that. Okay. I just wondered if they were kind of mixing terms up. But anyway, so this is an intermediate. There's his little backside. Flower basket wrap. So that's rather, you've got basket weaving with loads of flowers attached. So yeah, they've said this is an English yarn. It's Aran. Why did they're mixing the terms up, you know? But they're saying this is adventurous. I dare say that is mostly because of these flowers. They are rather busy. I think I'd like it without the flowers, or maybe something a little more subtle at the bottom. Springer's Sprung Pillow by Michelle Wilcox. We've got Aran yarn again. So they don't call it worsted weight, do they? Why did they do the sport? I'm going to get off that little soapbox of mine now. So we've got the pillow cushion. Now they call this one 4-ply. I'll get back on it again because it's sport weight then, if the first one is. Just saying. So 4-ply. Val Pierce has designed this dolly. It reminds me of Violet Elizabeth Bott. If you know who that is, wow, kudos to you. Persistent Blossoms by Ashley Brotzel in an Aran weight yarn. Doesn't look like Aran. It looks much thinner than Aran when you look at this. I mean, that does not look thick, does it? That does not look like Aran in the slightest. Anyway, that being said, intermediate again. I guess it's because it's a mosaic design. Very busy. So Weatherman Jumper. So we've got a sewn on sun and cloud. This is a DK weight, an advanced beginner. As long as you do a bit of sewing, we've got a little bit of shaping as well. So there we are. So this is a wall hanging, and I'm not a big fan of them, but this one's actually quite pretty. Kelly Wilson Moore, and she's called this 4-ply rather than sport weight. And it is an intermediate. It's just lots of flowers sewn together though, really. Well, I don't know if they've joined them as they go or if they've sewn them. So you've got to join Crochet Made Simple today. And you will get a free Totally Hooked Happy Bruntasticality crochet kit. Goodness gracious. Totally Hooked Happy Bruntasticality crochet kit. So easy for you to say. By the Crochet Society. This is said to be worth £35. I'm not going to do the $34.99 thing because it's a penny. And most people throw them on the floor. Well, I've seen it. Make these projects with your Totally Hooked crochet kit, but you won't be able to make them all. Just one or the other. So we've got a makeup bag, which is a drawstring style. I've got a few of them, but not crocheted. I could always crochet around one. And we've got dream catchers. And we've got a little, I don't know what that is. Maybe it's a hook case. We've got hoops. So do you think it's worth $34.99? What do you think, guys? Let me know. This is Spring Walks Vest by Ella Birch. It's got DK yarn and it's intermediate. We've got sizes. Oh, I don't like the way they do the size. Heaven knows, really. Why don't they just say small, medium, large, extra? I much prefer that. It's a guess your size. It's All Right Bouquet by Jessa Wiffle. Now, there's a funny name, but I won't giggle. Honest. This is a DK weight yarn and it's an intermediate. Quite pretty petals, those, don't you think? So, yeah, that's if you want to. It's the only plant I'd be able to keep and wouldn't kill. Having said that, for Mother's Day, I got a nice plant. It's, what are they called? Orchid. I haven't killed it yet. So, looking good. So, Heatherside Tail Blanket this is. It's just a basic granny square. And Heather C. Gibbs did not have to design this very much, did she? Because it's a granny square. And if you can make a granny square, you don't really need a designer to show you this. But it's a beginner-friendly pattern, I guess you could say. I don't know. Aran yarn. 4-weight. Worsted, as you guys would say, across the pond. Rainbow Shell Cow by Karen Hibbard. DK. So we've got this looks like the shell pattern I've just done. It looks like it because it is it. Yeah, okay. So this is a beginner friendly one and I'd agree with that. Hooked on Spring Animal Pals by Lauren Willis. Does a lot of amigurumis. I must say these are quite cute. It's using DK, so I don't know, must be Starcraft, what's it called? Squeeze Me, I would say, because it's the only DK I know. Unless Crochet Society have got them to put some together for them. because it's the only DK chenille I've ever seen. Beginner friendly. They're quite cute. Okay, there they are in their glory. We've got a cushion, but it does have things sewn on. Zoe Potrack Intermediate DK weight yarn. So I kind of like the berries that sort of hang off it. You know, I don't know what they call those. Bobbles, maybe. Little pollen drops, perhaps, unless that's that. I have no idea. Step into spring. These patterns are perfect for the spring sunshine to come and places where you can find them. So, have you seen things like these baby blankets that is Maisie the cow? So, does the head come off it? Or do you just have it as it is with, yeah, I think you do. But this is Kate Pickup. Made with DK weight yarn, and it is an intermediate. That's only because you've got to make a head and these feet and legs, should I say, and horns as well. But there we go. That's different. Can't say they see them every day. Garden Flower Hat and Cowl by Elizabeth Davis Deheraz. I don't know. This is stupid font. DK weight yarn intermediate. We've got a matching cowl. It looks like a kind of knit stitch, doesn't it? So there's a chart. Do you like a little charty? This is Millie the Mouse by Red Heart Design Team. And nice chubby mouse. Intermediate using Aran yarn. You would think that about appropriate really for the Red Heart Design Team. So Spring Haze, these delicate shades are perfect for our spring makes and more. So we've got some Surdye Snuggly, we've got some Yarn Smith's Cotton Wonder. We got Sheepy's Kind of Me, Rickaroomy, and some Truly Woolrich from Signet. None of those really would I purchase. Too expensive. Don't really like the colours. Never really see it. Hard to get hold of and too rough. Moving on. Patch Perfect Blanket. From hand embroidery to bobble stitches, this blanket has it all. It's made by Lisa Hendry. Aran and Super Chunky. It's a bit of a mix. And it's an intermediate. So, yeah, and it's kind of put together like a patchwork. This is a Dreamy Cloud makeup pouch. Well, I'm glad they told me it was a makeup pouch because I would never have known that. Zoe Potrack, DK weight yarn, beginner friendly? Dunno. Is it? I don't know that putting a zip in is actually beginner friendly, but she says it is. Daring Dragonfly Cushion. Now, I quite like this one. It's not sewn on. The ones that are sewn on, I think, are a bit... They're all right, don't get me wrong, but, you know, it makes it a bit of a lump in your cushion when you're using it. Catherine Venner, DK weight yarn, and it's intermediate. Well, I don't see why. It's only a pattern to follow, isn't it? Sort of a chart. You've got to follow a chart. Spring Showers Cowl by Jane Howarth. DK weight yarn, beginner friendly. I'd say it is. It's kind of got a chart. It's diamondy sort of frets. I like that though. It's not massive stitches. That's pretty good. I like that. Purdy. So this is the Cahors. Don't like that name. Cahors Cardigan by Anne-Michelle Phelan. Stylish spring cardigan has timeless asymmetric design and slightly cropped finish, making it perfect spring dresses and linen trousers. It's very nice, actually. A little bit of a zigzag vibe going on. I don't know if you can see that. Let's have a look. See if we can get... See? A zigzaggy vibe. Oh, okay. That may have not been my finest hour. But we're back. We are back. So, don't like the way they do the size chart. So let's see, is there any other sizing? Extra small, small, medium, large, extra large, 2XL and 3XL. That's better. Understand that. Puffy the Cloud, cuddly toy. So basically, that is a strange thing. It's a cloud as a little person by Andrea Ferreira. DK, intermediate. Do you fancy having a cloud with eyes? Well, like eyebrows at least, eyelashes and cheeks, arms and legs. Well, there it is. And there's the back. That's unusual. A cloud teddy. Little Buttercup waistcoat by Tracy Toddhunter. It's a DK, beginner friendly, I'd say it is, because it's very basic. Very basic. And there is the schematic. I like the name, schematic. We're not talking about a building, we're talking about a cardie. Blooming Shawl, Susanna Beige. 4-ply in sort of yarn. Intermediate. It is quite, well, it looks involved, doesn't it? I can't really tell you what stitch that might be, but that's different. Oh, sheep draft excluder. So basically you've got a long line of sheep all sewn together by Liz Ward. This is DK and Aaron, and it's beginner friendly, and there they are. I like the black one, little black sheep there at the end. They're cool, aren't they? They're actually like, see, there's a lot of different things in this. For $4.99, it's not bad, I think. Garden Patch Blanket by the Red Heart Design Team. Definitely see that in the other magazine. I definitely did, because I remember commenting about all the flowers. Definitely see that. So yeah, and then we've got the Learn to Do bits. And all of the sort of, what's the word? I've got 2 pages. There's quite a lot of Learn to Do bits in this one. And also you need the obligatory size charts for hooks and stitches, the difference and stuff like that. And then we've got next time, we've got looks like Joseph's coat of many colours, that. But we've got blankets, we've got pillars, popcorn, and we've got toy box treasures. We've got a troll and I have no idea what that is. This is kind of cute. We've got a dinosaur cardigan, so that's something to look forward to. And we've got an advert at the back. So, guys, what do you think of this? For £4.99, I'm always quite amazed about the, good patterns that you get. You don't get any gifts, obviously, because it's kept as a no-frills kind of magazine, but you still get the ads, of course. Got a few of them in there. But I don't know. I think there's a lot of nice patterns in this one. A lot of different patterns. Ones I've not seen in other magazines, but I've definitely seen that blanket. If you spotted any that I've missed, then let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments what you like, what you don't like. And yeah, I think all in all, it's not a bad magazine this week. So thank you for watching. As I said before, if you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. If you can like, share and hype this video, it really does help my channel. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye for now.